friends, we're back. We're back with a special. It's a double header of 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 Finger Death Punch. And it's in 2 parts. We reviewed this panel, and then our other panel we're also reviewing. I'm going to put it all together and see which ones come out the best and how 5 Finger. And only one score will count. So let's find out then, shall we? Bit of 5 Finger Death Punch. So a bit of history, which shocked me, because obviously we had some idiots that were reviewing it last time, because the previous album from 5 Finger Afterlife only got 3.5, and yet for me it was one of my favourite albums back then as well. So Legacy then. Let's find out what we all think of 5 Finger Death Punch then. Trish, then let's start with you then, my lovely. Do you like some 5 Finger Death Punch?
Yeah, love the band. You know, what can I say? Legacy has everything a 5 Finger Death Punch fan could ask for. For the moment it kicks in, you're hit with crushing riffs, signature heaviness that the band has become known for. The vocals and the lyrics carry the emotion, power and attitude that 5 Finger Death Punch have always delivered. What makes this album stand out is how it stays true to everything that 5 Finger Death Punch encapsulate. It doesn't try to reinvent themselves. They just build on their strengths and deliver a collection of songs that feel familiar but fresh. Standout tracks for me, oh God, loads. In Time, Eye of the Storm, and the title track Legacy. Each brings something different, whether it's, you know, crushing sounds or lyrics that really connect. Legacy is exactly what the name suggests. A legacy to fans, musicians, and anyone who appreciates powerful modern metal. It's an album that's packed with passion and memorable songwriting. You know, if you're a 5 Finger Death Punch fan, then this is an essential, you know, got to be in your library. But if you're new to the band, it's a fantastic place to experience. And, you know, it's everything that makes them one of the biggest names in this genre of metal for me. Yeah, loved it.
Lauren, bit of 5 Fingers.
What I do in my own time is none of your business, Nigel.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5 Finger Death Punch. So they've been on the scene. I think they formed in 2005, something like that. So they've been around for a hot minute now. And again, this is one of those bands where they have never been on my radar. I saw a few like photographs of them when I was entering my rock journey and that. And I will admit, I judged that book by its cover because I was like, oh, it's just a bunch of tattooed old white dudes singing about stuff. I can't connect with that. I'm an edgy teen girl. At which point I was like, oh, okay. And I went into this thinking it was going to be that. Holy shit, how wrong was I? I absolutely fell in love with this. This was such a wonderful surprise. It's an album of high energy bangers and it's got luscious anthemic vibes to it. Ooh, yeah, it's raw and aggressive in places, but handled beautifully with the level of production, so it doesn't feel too much. I absolutely adored it. I think my top track has got to be Nails in the Coffin. I think the lyricism in that is so cool. And I love that it's a little bit dramatic and a little bit campy in places when you've got him going like, it's an urge to burn. But it sort of invites you to get involved and to sing it as well. And then as soon as you hit into the whole chorus where you've got that guitar coming in and it's anthemic and like, again, it's one of those where you can sit in the car and you think you're all that and a bag of chips whilst just pummeling along like a motorway. And you've just got all of that lyricism coming in with it, just going like, I've come too far to turn back now. Nothing ends how we want it. Oh, it is one of those where go watch the other review shows, guys. Along with Afraid of the Dark, Nail in That Coffin is up there. It is teeteringly close to being a song of the year for me. It is so good. I literally got like one chorus into it and I was like, well, that's going on my personal playlist. And then yesterday at work, it was a case of, it was one of those where I just had it on and on and on. I was like, yeah, I'm going to make some shipping tables. Fucking. I just really enjoyed it, and it was a cracking bit of fun. I absolutely loved the album. I've never been happier to be proven wrong, and I'm so thoroughly surprised and joyous at having come into this now. So yeah.
Ooh. Oh, hello, Simon. Follow that.
Oh boy, sure. Lauren sure left a legacy there. Oh. Yeah, I got nothing else to follow that up with now.
Was it the nail in the coffin?
It was the nail in my coffin. So yeah, Five Finger Death Punch. I have been a fan of theirs since, I'm going to sound all hipster here, since the beginning. The Way of the Fist and War is the Answer, their first two albums, I can pretty much sing back to back, lyric for lyric. Like, I absolutely loved them. American Capitalist wasn't bad, and then I sort of fell off the band for a bit. I still listen to them here and there, but I didn't really jump in on like Got Your Six and F8 and stuff. I wasn't massive into them. But Legacy, man, I do, Lauren, if you liked this album, genuinely go back and listen to their back cat, because like a bunch of these tracks just reference their old works. Like, it's quite cool. They did this on the last album as well. There's one of their songs is about the fat lady sings and stuff, and it's like it references, pretty much every lyric references one of their old songs. It's really cool. Anyway, this album, yeah, Legacy, great opening track that went straight on my like list, and the rest of it, it's very formulaic. I'm going to be real with you. Like, it's Five Finger Death Punch. There's nothing, they've not changed in the last 20 years. Like, they sing the same things. Broken man, downtrodden, ruined, used, but I'm strong and resilient and tough and grrr. Every single song is exactly the same. It's fine. It's what they do. I lambasted The Who earlier for being too formulaic, and I think part of like what Nigel said in that review is right, is that, but I can't even engage with the lyrics in The Who, so all I have is the sounds of the vocals. So it sounds, that formula sounds even more repetitive, or at least with Five Finger. Technically, the themes of the lyrics aren't changing, but the lyrics do change, and so there's just something else to tap into. So yeah, I really enjoyed the album. It's sort of like waxed and waned a bit on the different tracks. Legacy was definitely the biggest one for me, and then Scapegoat, so it sort of bookended the album for me. But yeah, he shows his vulnerable side in some of the songs, which is nice. Ivan's vocals have not changed. He's not lost a step in all these years. So yeah, they're great. They're cool. You should definitely listen to them. If you like them, listen to the Back Cat.
I will have to look it up. I've just realised as well, looking for it, they did Holy Water with the funeral portrait. That's one of my favourite songs ever. What the hell?
They've been around for a long time.
Right, well, talk about great and cool. It's Pete.
It is. It's me.
Five Fingers.
So the
Death Punch. Come on, surely.
Now this little thing we did earlier with boundaries, I'm going to turn it around on you. What do you guys think? How I feel about Five Finger Death Punch?
American trash, 1 out of 5.
Yeah. Too cheesy, not hardcore enough. I hope I'm proven wrong, but I feel like that's
I hope I'm wrong.
Born.
Well, I first came into touch with. Sorry, Trish, go ahead.
I think it's gonna, hit your wheel.
Well, I first came into touch with them like around 20 years ago when I first started getting into metal, and this is the type of bands that you'll listen to when you start getting into metal. And I did listen to them back then, and I thought they were absolutely shit. I thought they were, like I said, the ideal bands when you start listening to metal to get into it. I also feel like when you've been listening to metal for a few years and you fine-tuned your taste, you found your groove, you look back at a band like that and you're embarrassed that you ever enjoyed their music. But the great thing about a podcast like this is that now, 20 years later, me having changed so much, the band potentially may have changed so much that it's time to give it another listen. Only to find out that, like y'all said, they haven't changed one bit and they're still absolutely shit. Vocals, shit. Lyrics, shit. Music, mostly shit. So yeah, please, can these guys stop making music, because that is shit. they're absolute shit. Thanks, Simon. You're on the nose. We'll get to the score later, but as you can gather from what I've said so far, it's not going to be extremely high or anything. It's just they're just so much on the surface. This band, it's got no depth to it. Like I said, the vocals are so terrible. I cannot listen to this. It's shit.
I've never felt so mixed about being smugly right and sad at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I was right. Oh, I was right.
So when I go to McDonald's and I have a McDonald's, I always think afterwards, why the fuck did I eat that shit, really? It's the same thing, why did I eat it? Apart from the banana milkshake. It doesn't matter. I love banana milkshake, and it just tastes just as good every single time I have it, and I absolutely love it. And it's very formulaic. And sometimes a formula absolutely just gets you right there. It just resonates with you, and it's there. And Five Finger Death Punch resonates with me, and I fucking love it. I love his vocals. I love his melodies. Shut up, Pete. This is me. Go away. Back in your box. Keep your shit to yourself, right?
No,
I'm on a run. I'm on a run, okay? It's absolutely everything that I love about rock. Heavy, melodic, brilliant, fun, doesn't take itself too seriously either. I could listen to it. Every single song on that album could have hit my sweet playlist, but I always limited 3, so only 3 are allowed on there. And that is Shelter, Legacy, and Everybody. Everybody Lies. Pete lies. Everybody lies. They are not shit. They are absolutely fucking brilliant, and I absolutely love this album to death. On repeat. I just love it. Everything, it just resonates with me. Just does resonate with me. Now you can say something, Pete.
Yeah, I forgot a very important part of my review that I omitted, and you saying this just perfectly underlines that. I would describe this music as metal for people who don't like metal, and you liking it is just.
Absolutely right. I'm happy to admit that. I don't know. I understand where Pete's coming from. That's the worst bit. I get it. I actually genuinely get it. I get what he's saying. I understand what he's saying. But even if I knew he was right, I would still love it. But there we go. So I just thought this album, loved it. On repeat, absolutely. I'm aligned with Lauren on that one. I could have this on repeat. Loved it. Great. Right, okay. Let's find out then. I think it could be beating Afterlife, but will it be enough to get into our Hall of Fame then? Let's find out then, shall we? Who do we start with? We start with you then, Trish, didn't we? Let's start with you on the voting then. Five, Lauren.
Well, they're called Five Finger Death Punch, so it only makes sense to then give them 5 out of 5.
Let's crack on. Let's cook on. I'm going to jump in with a 555. 5 from me too. We're on a roll. Simon.
Yeah, they're called Five Finger Death Punch, so they got a 4.
Yay!
Because this is a thumb.
Okay. William, give it a 3. So, but what did you give it, Pete?
I'd like to announce that this is my last episode in this podcast. Even last night, I was thinking, what was I thinking? Giving this score is way too generous and purely based on the music, but I'm happy it's still going to be dropped. I gave it a 2.
Yeah, that's fair enough, Pete. I kind of get it, Pete. I really do. Genuinely, I get it.
I thought it was going to be.
Well, you what? Sorry.
I thought his score was better than I thought it was going to be.
Well, he's our new Ian, isn't he? So
you know me, Chris. I am too kind. I am too good for this world. That's just
You're right. You're absolutely right. So that gives it, ladies and gentlemen, a 4.4, which is absolutely same as Future Palace.
What did we give it? Sorry, I missed that.
3. He gave it a 3. So it was Pete's score that we dropped. So a 4.4. It is our joint 4th top album of the year so far, which is terrific. So currently in line to get into our album of the year, which Pete will love, of course, because you have to listen to it again. It's our top 50 album of all time, and reserve it and justifiably into our Hall of Fame. There we go. So Five Finger Death Punch is Pete's or Simon's muse, really.
Yeah.
This is what tea and beans on toast does to people.
Well,
don't get me.
Anyway, stay tuned.
We're going to do our 2-word review.
Oh yeah, 2 words review. Let's crack on. Sorry, you lot really love your 2-word reviews, don't you? I love it.
You're the one that started it and introduced it.
Well, I know that, but I love the fact that if I forget it, you're straight down my door. Oi, hold on a minute. We want our 2-word review. Damn you. What's go on, Trish? Let's start with you two.
Crowning achievement.
Oh, lovely. Lauren.
Enduring legacy.
Yay.
Simon.
Familiar punch.
Punch. Ooh.
That's abuse, Simon.
You're gonna love mine. You're gonna love mine, but we'll go with Pete first. Pete, what's yours?
Yeah. Mine will also now apply to all you people. It's fuck off.
and I'm going to get you with say, bitch slap.
Little bitch metal. Oh, that's 3-word review.
To my name when I see you, Pete.
Well, it's goodbye from this lot, because coming in a second, me and Trish might be back. I think Trish is not here tomorrow, but we're going to have Andy, we're going to have Paul, and we're going to have Carl, and they're going to tell you equally. Well, let's have some predictions, guys. So 4.4. Now, bearing in mind that both me and Trish's 5s will still be in place, do you think it will be higher or lower or the same as your scores?
So much lower.
Lower?
I think the same.
I think if it is lower, it's going to be by like a small fraction. I see this being something that I think Cully will definitely enjoy.
I think Paul will as well, actually.
Yeah, I think Paul will. I'm a little bit on the fence on my certainty of that. And for Andy, I'm not sure either. I think my only dead cert that I would say is I think Cully will enjoy this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably all love it, and it's going to be in the talks for album of the year for some ungodly reason. I cannot find.
Well, just for this lot, it's going to be probably into our album of the year show, because it's got 4 points in our top 5 at the minute. So still a few months to go though. When we hang up in a minute, I shall tell you, but we won't tell our listeners. They'll have to wait and see, because in a minute, joining us any second now will be the other crew, and we will be continuing on this review. Five Finger Death Punch. So it's not goodbye, it's hasta la vista, but goodbye to this lot.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello! Oh, wow. Look, you've just listened to that lot. Of course, it's Five Finger Death Punch, and it's part 2 of Five Finger Death Punch. Five. But there's only 4 of us, and they're missing Trish. So Paul, Andy, and Chris. Five Finger Death Punch. Right, look, we've just you don't know what the guys have thought about Five Finger Death Punch. Of course you don't, because I haven't told you. We'll match up at the end. So Five Finger Death Punch are back. Disappointingly, because I think we didn't have it on the right people, which is why we've done a double review. Afterlife only got a 3.5, and yet Afterlife is one of my favourite albums of all time. I absolutely adore it. So many tracks that came after it. And they're back, Five Finger Death Punch, with their album Legacy. What do we kind of think about that then? Chris, Five Finger Death Punch. Are you a fan of Five Finger Death Punch?
I am a casual fan of Five Finger Death Punch. There's some of their albums that I've really liked, but it's always sort of a case of I'm picking and choosing what I'm listening to rather than going all in, if you see what I mean. And in fairness, if you are like me, a casual fan of Five Finger Death Punch, I think you are going to really enjoy Legacy. I thought it was great, start to finish. It's Five Finger Death Punch doing what they do really well. There's a decent storyline to it. There's a lot of memorable tracks all the way through. The songwriting is really good in this one. There's little things that Five Finger Death Punch do, and it's mostly the musicians that do some of this. But I absolutely love his voice, and I've spoken several times about loving the voices that can go right from those sort of the guttural pronouncements and just sort of the way he talks through it, and then when he sings, the range that he's got in the depth to his tone is brilliant. But there's Legacy, the title track. There's a little skitter that goes down the fretboard on the guitar. It feels like, and it also feels like that goes down my spine as well. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant, really well done. The album itself has got things like that all the way through. There's hooks. There's really nice standout tracks like Shelter in Eye of the Storm as well. It was a cracking album, start to finish. Really, I really enjoyed it.
It's kind of interesting because we talked about earlier on in the previous show about Mayday Parade being formulaic, and that formulaic gets a bit sickly, whereas this I was saying I won't repeat my whole review again, but that the formula that these guys have got is it can really resonate with you, and I never get tired of it, and I never get tired of his voice either. It's just there, and absolutely loved it. Paul, Five Finger Death Punch were around in the 80s. I think they were probably been, certainly one of our favourite bands of our generation. So, and yet I'm not sure whether it's your cup of tea or not.
Well, five fingered, four fingered, doesn't matter to me. But over 2 decades,
You'll take a number of fingers.
I get them to change their name to 3.5 then.
No,
it all works.
It will have relevance by the time I finish.
Oh, look at you with your weaving your tapestry, weaving his tapestry.
Yeah, I've hooked you in now. I've hooked you in.
You have. You pulled me in with your one finger.
Not the 4 fingers, but yeah. So look, they've been around for like 2 decades, and the particular style of stadium rock with new wave metal have had divisive reactions from both fans and critics. Sometimes I'm fairly called the bastard child of Disturbed and Nickelback, with a history of covering already famous songs. However, the fixation of the Iraqi war memorabilia has remained a constant theme throughout their lyrics. For me, FFDP have been a hit and miss over the years, with a few of these songs hitting my playlist, and their albums containing overlong songs that have just were a turn off, and that's what I'm on about. If they had 4 fingers in their approach with the albums, then maybe it wouldn't have been as long. However, albums, on the one hand, have usually been hard work, and especially with overlong songs like I mentioned. Okay, so for the 10th studio album, Legacy, thankfully there are no covers. However, Shelter is remarkably similar to Parkway's Darker Still, while In Time sounds like an imitation of Breaking Benjamin, and the worst was Shelter. The way they sing Something in the Way is exactly the way Nirvana sang it in their song. And that was the biggest felony. To round up this review then, I would say that Legacy is not a bad listen. If you're willing to treat this as a sort of concept album about the Iraqi war and its after effects on soldiers, and ignore the rehash of other people's material, then this is a fine album. However, 4 fingers, cutting it shorter and cutting out that there are a few killer songs on here, and it's recommended to, and I would recommend it to the discerning metalhead.
So, are you likening the amount of fingers to the length of their songs?
Yes.
This bloody show's getting more surreal by the bloody minute. Short answer, fucking twisted tales. God's sake. Andy, rescue me with some palatable words of comprehension.
Oh, I'll see what I can do. No, I like this album more than I thought I was going to.
Ooh. Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
So, yeah. No, that's true. So, yeah, it is all more probably on the heavier side than, vocally and the sort of the drive-through for it than I probably listened to. But I'm glad you brought up the Mayday Parade review, which we did earlier, about how formulaic that was. But with this one, it's formulaic, but it's varied in what it does.
Correct.
In that, and I think with what Chris said was the use of how the song's structured is a lot more interesting, a lot more varied. In that, yes, you do have heavier parts which come in, but then you also got the actual you've got lighter parts with it, which brings it up and makes it a lot more interesting throughout. So sonically, it's much more easy to get into and enjoy it for me than some other songs will. So yeah, there's little motifs which work all the way throughout it, like Chris said as well. But it's got great riffs, powerful. Sonically it's varied, is what I'm saying, and I can take the singing and enjoy it as well. So I thought it was quite a good album for me.
Well, yeah. Obviously, you guys haven't seen mine and Trish's review. Trish absolutely loved it, and I also loved it. Shelter, Legacy, and Everybody Lies hitting my playlist. A couple more. I always kind of hit my cool playlist. I always like limited to 3 songs from an album. This could have had a couple more. I think this is absolutely terrific. I love his sound. I love his vibe. I love his singing. I love the riffs. I love the anthemic kind of version of it. I love that there's no covers as well, which always is helpful. I just absolutely love this album, and certainly my favourite album of the month. I'm not sure about the album of the year, but it's going to be up there for sure. Right, well, without repeating myself, because my viewers and listeners have already listened to me in depth on this one, we will go straight to our scores, and then I'm going to ask you whether you think it was either more or the same or less than the other mob, and which score would count in our overall score for the Hall of Fame and an all-time rating. Let's find out then, shall we? Chris?
I gave this 4.5.
Crack on, Chris. Obviously, people would already know that me and Trish give it a 5, both of us, so on that score. Paul?
3.5.
Andy?
I gave it a 4.
Whoa! That's, wow. Okay. Excitedly, you guys give this a overall 4.4. Which is it's our joint 4th, because we're very, very harsh now. It's our joint 4th album of the year so far. So more than likely will be in our album of the year show. More than likely, it's our top 50 albums of all time. So I feel vindicated that that Afterlife, which never got in there, which should have done, because I think maybe Nathan and all the rest of the horrible. Yeah, it was Nathan. If you remember, Nathan hated on Five Finger Death Punch, something to do with his cousin or something. Anyway, from what I call, we digress. Do you think? We'll start with you, Chris. Do you think we give it more, the same, or less than the other guys? I mean, it's quite interesting because they're more like on the heavier side. You guys are slightly on the lighter side. Chris, what do you think?
What about the 2 words then, Nige?
Oh, we'll come to that in a minute. We'll sum up with 2 words in a minute. Chill, mate. I know you got a 4-fingered quote in there somewhere. But
I got better than 4 fingers.
So, okay.
So I reckon that Simon and Lauren are probably going to be like in Five Finger Death Punch as well. I think I'm wondering whether it might be a bit too light for Will, which considered as Five Finger Death Punch, that says something. So I reckon they're going to be. I think they'll just carry it. They'll like it slightly more than us.
Paul, more or less the same.
So, well, you and Trish also voted on that. So
Correct.
Two automatic fives.
Yes.
So I would say higher.
Higher. They're higher. Yeah. Okay, Andy.
I think it could actually be quite similar. So that's unlikely to happen. So I've got to go over or under. So I will.
No, you can go same. You can go same if you want.
Same. I'm going to go the same then. I'm going to go same.
And Andy is our winner. There we go. It was exactly the same. They also give it 4.4. Now, I mean, when 10 people have reviewed this and we all kind of agree, then that's gotta say something, isn't it?
What was my counterpart? It's not really 10 people agreeing, really, is it? It's out of 8 people.
Is it? No, there was Lauren. So there's us 4. There's Trish's 5.
Lauren.
Will 6.
Take it.
Will 6. Simon 7. Don't make me kind of look at my sheet now. Pete. Got Pete. Yeah, Pete, Simon, Will, Trish, Lauren. So you've got 4. Me and Trish. Yeah, us. It's 9. It's 9. Fuck's sake. Anyway,
Facts are facts.
You're absolutely right. But excitingly, as of next month, there will be 10.
But who was my counterpart?
What, on 3.5?
Yeah, who dragged it down?
It
Pete.
doesn't have. Yeah.
Pete dragged it down. So he did not die. Well, so no, because with them there were 6 of them. There were 6 votes. So Pete's vote of 2 that was gone. That didn't count.
Really, eh?
That didn't count. Will give it a 3, and Simon and Lauren give it a 5. So Lauren give it a 5, and Simon give it a 4, and Will give it a 3. So you.
Right, so that brings it down to 6 people who really voted this for in. Not 10.
Oh, it's so pernickety now, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
like,
8. It's 8 because Pete's score didn't count. So 8, Paul.
Yes, and mine didn't count either.
Yeah, that did. Yeah, there's only 5 of us. 5 votes count. If there's 6 of us, it's one. We lose 1. So it's always 5. 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I suppose I prefer then that you actually said that a certain amount of people contributed to getting it rather than actually voting this as one of the best albums we've listened to.
No, I said. No, I didn't say it was the best album. I said a consistent vote. It's a consistent vote.
It's a bit of a bugbear when I can't remember some grotty band won last year, and you said, "Paul, you voted for it." Well, I didn't actually vote for it. I was part of the voting process, but I did not vote for them. Full stop.
I think I might have touched. I think I might have touched a nerve here. I think I might have just touched
mediation in here.
Just touched on a nerve. What I was trying to say was that overall, a 4.4 is an accurate score because overall we've all 10 have agreed. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
No.
Okay.
It's like saying everyone voted for Mrs. Thatcher to be the Prime Minister of Great Britain. Well, I can tell you, most of Wales did not vote for Mrs. Thatcher. So, and then when John Major got in and he said, "I'm the Prime Minister of all the country, not just parts of it, because you voted for me," he was a liar because Wales did not vote for John Major.
Quickly moving on to our 2-word review. Chris, give me 2 fucking words, quick.
Dynamic atmosphere.
Dynamic atmosphere. Paul.
2 fingers.
I was gonna use that on you. I was gonna use that on you.
I knew you were thinking.
Andy.
Punchy legacy.
Punchy legacy. And just for Paul, 1 finger. So, I'll go 2 fingers, but in reverse. Victory! Victory! Because Paul has voted this album as one of the top albums of the year so far. Oh, it's already part of the process. Right. Well, we've got a new member next month joining us. Mr. John Bruton will be joining the crew excitedly. In the meantime, what do you all think of the album? Have we got this right? Generically, the whole team combined with everybody's votes apart from Pete, who was dismissed, all agreed together as a collective that this album is a 4.4. What do you think out there? Hit the like and subscribe button. Leave us your review. 1, 2, or 3, 4 fingers. Give us or even, why don't you give us a thumbs up? Right.
Or use 2 fingers to do the like and subscribe.
Maybe. Who knows? Victory or yeah. Anyway, right. Leave it. It's been a brilliant. Thank you so much to Paul, to Chris, and to Andy, and of course to Trish. We will see you next month. Keep rocking and keep safe, everybody. Goodbye.